So picture this. A teenager shares a photo on social media. Within minutes, her phone lights up with likes, comments, shares. She smiles. She feels seen. So she posts again the next day and the next. Eventually, it becomes more than a habit. A soft voice in her mind telling her, "This is who I am." Not because she planned it, but because every like meant affirmation and every comment belonging. Don't you recognize yourself in the story? Doesn't it sound familiar? Most of us are living inside a system that is constantly shaping how you view yourself, but unfortunately, often before you notice it. So let's take a step back, and I would like to ask you a simple question. How much of who you are is from within you, and how much is shaped by what others think of you online? Identity is not merely something that you are born with. It's something you build. Traditionally, you build it through family, cultural, friendships, success and failure, struggles of discovering yourself. But now, in our generation, there is a new influence, social media. And social media doesn't just reflect who you are, it influences who you become. Not in a way that feels obvious, but through tiny daily nudges. Social media quietly reshapes how you see yourself through constant comparison and craving validation. As you scroll, you think you are witnessing real lives, but have you ever thought about the fact that actually you're watching edited highlight reels, perfect trips, bodies, relationships? As a result, you don't see the loneliness, arguments, or self-doubt behind the smiles. You end up comparing your everyday life to someone else's best altered moments. You start thinking that everyone else is doing better, happier, and even when that isn't true, you're left feeling not enough. At the same time, the platform teaches you to build your identity through likes, comments, shares. Your brain reads those signals as proof you matter. You begin chasing approval over authenticity, posting to impress rather than expressing yourself. You start asking yourself, which photo will get the most likes? Is this version of me acceptable? And somewhere along the way, you start swapping who you are for applause. Now, let me share something personal. I used to watch this girl on Instagram, Olivia TPS. She always looks effortless. Her outfits are perfect. At first, it was inspiring, but it didn't stay that way. I started to scroll with this heavy feeling in my chest, wondering why I never looked that put together. It wasn't just her outfits. I was comparing my whole appearance to her feed. Every post felt like proof that I was falling behind. I started wanting that same kind of attention to myself. That's when I realized that not only comparison kills your confidence, but it also reshapes how you see yourself. Moreover, you shape your beliefs through social media. You don't simply use social media to present your life. You use it to understand the world. But the feed isn't neutral. Algorithms don't show you what's true. It shows you what keeps you scrolling. And slowly, it is getting to think for ourselves because social media is starting to do the thinking for us. So what do? Do you delete social media forever? No, that is not realistic. And frankly, it's not the point. Social media isn't evil. You can find lovely sides in it. It forms communities, gives opportunities, educates. So the issue is not that the platform lies behind it. The problem is using it unconsciously. So the goal isn't escape, but awareness, as mindful usage hands over the reins to your hands. Now, let me tell you 3 things you can practice to regain control. Firstly, think critically. Teach your brain to ask a second sentence after every scroll, not, wow, they have a perfect life, but what am I not seeing? What could be beyond this frame? When you start asking the right questions, you quit comparison, and when you quit comparing, you stop shrinking. Secondly, post truthfully. Before posting, pause for 2 seconds and ask yourself, is this really me? Is this what I believe in? Your values should form from your identity, not your audience. Show what is important to you, even if it isn't trending, even if it isn't content. Because attention evaporates quickly, but authenticity lasts. It should take the lead, and approval must come after, or not. Thirdly, engage personally. Instead of chasing likes, start conversations. Message that friend that you keep saving posts for. Call someone after you double tap their photo. Technology should deepen relationships, not replace them. Now, let's leave here today with the understanding that your identity is too valuable to be built by strangers online. Use social media as a source. Question what it shows you. And remember, the most powerful version of you is the one that exists beyond the screen, the one who values deeply and lives honestly. Don't let social media define who you are. Do it yourself. Thank you.